Hello, and welcome to this demo of the Axis Track module. Once I log in from the main screen, I can click this large track button on the right, or if I'm already working within another Axis module, I can click Track from the main menu at the top of my screen. To get started, I want to specify either that I want to look at all of my projects or I want to look at content from a specific project. In this case, I've chosen all projects and I've typed in Biden so I can see all of these images. By the way, a lot of these images come from the AP Image Bank, and if you have a subscription to the AP Image Bank, you can access your images here within Axis. Right now, I'm looking at the list view, which allows me to see a small thumbnail as well as the metadata and other important information. I've just switched to the small thumbnail view, and I've adjusted my display to show more items. This allows me to see more of my collection at one time. Of course, I can go back to looking at fewer items and select that I want to look at larger thumbnails. I can filter my display. In this case, I'm going to choose Cutout, and this will allow me to see only items that carry an alpha channel, so I can actually see video behind these headshots. And I can choose an additional filter if I want. I can filter by more than one thing. And once I have selected all my filters and narrowed down my collection, you'll see there at the top of my collection, I see the filters there listed in these yellow bars. And to turn off the filter, I simply X out of them to see my more expanded collection again. Now, if I want to see more detail about any item in the collection, I simply click its icon and I get this type of window here. I see all of the associated metadata and an expanded view of the image. If this were an editable image, which it is not because it's one of my AP images, there would be additional controls there. But for now, I've X'd out of there and I'm going to choose from this drop down one of my specific projects for one of my on-air programs. And this time, instead of searching by keyword, I simply type in the asterisk wildcard so I can see all of the content that is associated with that project. And once again, I can select a filter from here on the left. And I'm going to choose, I can choose by the type of content that I would like to see. I can choose by the time it was created, by who created it, any other type of filter. And once I apply those filters, again, I will see them there above my collection in the yellow bar. I can simply X the yellow bar to remove the filter. If I want to act on a specific item of the content, I can select it by clicking its little checkbox here on the bottom left. And that will activate these controls at the top right. Any controls applicable to this type of content will be active. So I see here that I can upload this. The next icon would allow me to copy or duplicate it, and the one after that would allow me to move it. But in the case of charts, those two actions are not available to me, so those are grayed out. The red trash can would allow me to delete it, and the blue shield allows me to protect it, meaning that no one else could delete or edit it. If I want to act on more than one item at a time, I can simply click to check the additional checkboxes, and now they're multi-selected, and I could use any of these tools here to act on all of them at the same time. I'm going to click to deselect now so that we can look at some of these other little symbols beneath the icons. The one next to the checkbox shows me what kind of content it is. So if I hover my mouse here, I see that I have a chart. If I go to the second row and hover my mouse here, I can see that I have a map. If I move over to the right here, I can see that I have a composite. Next to that, on some of these items, there is a third indicator. This one lets me know that the item is animated. So if I go to the expanded view of this item, I can actually see the animation, and the animation includes a play button. So if I want to see it again, I can. Additionally, this item allows me to edit some of its keywords and other written content. So I can do that simply by clicking, placing my cursor, and typing. On the bottom left, I see some controls similar to those on the main window of the track module. This one allows me to download to my local device. This one allows me to deliver it to a pre-configured destination within my system via file transfer protocol. The red one allows me, of course, to discard it, and the blue envelope would allow me to email it, perhaps for approval or any other purpose. Looking over here on the right, I see two more symbols. There is the trash can, of course, so I could delete directly from there without opening the expanded view. Using the pencil, I can edit. If I click the pencil, then it opens the module that allows me to edit this type of content. In this case, this is a composite, so it will open the news module, which we will cover in more detail in a different demo. So for now, we'll go back to the track module. And I want to show you one more thing here on the track module. We'll go ahead and choose one of our projects and choose the wildcard so we can populate our collection. And I can show you here this drop down, which we have not looked at, allows me to quickly filter by my most recently made content. I can choose anything in the last 24 hours or anything of a certain type of content. For example, all the maps that I've made in the last 24 hours or all the charts that I've made in the last 24 hours. And this concludes our demonstration of the Axis Track module. It's quite easy to use. Thank you for watching.